Hi, tribe. You made it to this message because you are connecting to my energy, which I use to tap into the wisdom of Source and relay messages to the beautiful collective. Tuning in on some level, our frequencies match, and I open myself as a channel to divine wisdom in order to help heal and elevate our planet. You are so welcome here. You are safe here. You are loved. I'm so proud of you. So let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm going to be using several different decks, which I have laid out here on the mat. But I wanted to start with my Bob Ross deck that I just found. It is a deck of cards, but they have little sayings on them. So let's see what the spirit of Bob Ross has to say to the collective here. By the way, I am spiritual teacher for you, and my name is Cassie. And thank you for being here. Wow, look at the energy of this collective, kind of all over the place, right? All right, so let's tap some of that out. And let's try to shuffle here. I've actually never really shuffled these cards in the traditional way. Uh, but there. Let's do that one more time. Oh, and there something pops out. Beautiful. Three of clubs here. I am hearing some kind of club is being formed. I heard Haters Club, but I also heard a book club. I see like a club, like a shooting range or a gun club or a just I don't know, a club, even like a club at a church, there, or someone here, maybe a teacher who is in charge of a club at their school. I'm just getting this community feeling, this feeling of being a role model to others in the club. Okay, we just show you how, but you make the decisions. When you have this much power, you have to make big decisions. Okay, I love the flow of that energy right there. Like spirit is showing you the way, but it's up to you to make the decision to actually go that way. And when you have that power, yes, it requires you to make big decisions. The more that you are aware of, the more you do have to make big decisions because there's big energy involved. Also, these big decisions feel big, but they're no bigger than the tiny decision you make to either drink coffee or water. All the little decisions add up to these big decisions, is what I'm getting. Okay. All right, I have my tarot deck, my OG one that I used to learn on. So there's something here. I use this and see how it has words around it. And I haven't used it in a while, so I'm very drawn to the energy of going back to some method that worked before. I got 333 on the clock on the timer, which there's 333. Three is the number of community, collaborating, speaking your truth, being creative together, collaborating, communication. Yeah, you guys, there's definitely a big message here of working together, integrating energies. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say. Power from anywhere. I don't know why that came through. Power from anywhere. I am powerful. Okay. All right, we've got Page of Pentacles. So this does feel like planning your future, getting your shit together is what I'm hearing. Planning for what's to come, which I am sensing that there is something pretty big coming. Ooh, it felt big when I said the word big. Important. It has a big place in your life. This could be like an inheritance or a lottery win, or you found something of value that you didn't know was valuable. You've hold on to something. I'm getting like blast from the past when Brendan Fraser's character was given all those like stocks and bonds or something from a long time ago, baseball cards, and he was able to pay for lots and lots of things. But he didn't keep the money. He wasn't selfish with it. He like took care of his whole family. So if, it feels like what's coming in is something that you are kind of sharing the benefits of whatever it is. Okay. This card feels very heavy. So this is an ending that could have already happened or is happening as we speak or will be happening. And I just got 555 on the timer, which is of change or challenges or adventures. I'm getting that your outlook on this situation will be key in which direction you go in. Okay. I'm definitely tuned into, I'm getting that crisp air feeling. I feel like there is an angel here. This could be someone's guardian angel. Um, yeah, they're very tuned into this message. So I do feel that these messages are coming definitely from a higher level spirit guide or angel. Seraphim is coming to mind. Yes, Seraphim is definitely here. Wow. So with Seraphim, I haven't done my research a whole lot, but I am getting that there's like cycles of death and rebirth here. So with this death, because I'm just noticing my little air plant that's kind of pitiful. Um, for with the skull here, and so there's almost like this growth from death happening, but it feels very weak right now. Okay, so I'm noticing also my Moldavite, which is a stone for transformation. So with this death, a transformation is definitely happening. There's things in the background. I'm just noticing. I would, if I had not looked past the words here, I wouldn't have even noticed that there's snow. There's snow and a little ice river there and trees with frost on them. I would have never known that was winter there. When I just look at it, it kind of looks tropical, honestly. And then when you really look close, it's actually winter. So there's something here about looking behind someone's words at the truth, that they come off as being warm up front, but really they're icy cold and I just saw 818. But they're icy cold. They don't have great intentions. 217 on the clock here. So 17 is a number that keeps showing up. Yeah, you're going through a situation or about to go through a situation where it requires your strength and courage, and it requires you to keep being you even through tough moments, even through someone's harsh words or through someone's pain. It requires you to keep being you, to stay in your higher energy, higher elevated self, to not fall down to their level. It's okay if you get help. It's okay if you have help. You don't have to do it by yourself, which you are supported. I'm hearing from Spirit. That's what they're trying to say, is that they are 1000% behind you. I'm getting a very warm heart chakra feeling here. Something about opening. Yeah, opening your heart to Spirit. They will help you. So part of this 333 here is opening up to Spirit and letting Spirit lead the way. We've got rest here. So there's this, okay, hold on. There's this energy of, I'm getting a yellow butterfly just flittered across my window, but I'm getting in the point of having, not the point, the truth of having strength and courage is to actually be able to rest. is to actually be able to sit still. Four of Swords. Four. If you don't have a solid foundation when you move on, then you're going to bring all of your baggage from the past, all of this hurt and pain and sabotage and doubt and insecurities into the future. And so, Spirit is encouraging a rest period, closing off yourself from the rest of the world and tuning into yourself. There's a rest period from one thing that has ended to the next thing. There's a rest. And some of you, I feel, are wanting to move to what's next. And I'm getting to be still, and focus on what is actually in your reality, what is actually in your heart. What beliefs do you have about things? And are these beliefs actually good for you to move forward? Or are they holding you back? I'm getting Lion Leo energy here. I'm also getting a loved one here that is actually giving you a hug right now. My heart is warm again. They want you to know that you can rest. It's okay to rest. In fact, this is like I'm getting sterile. This is a time to sterilize yourself from the past and all the toxicity. This is a deodorizer, I'm hearing, like a strong deodorizer for you to get rid of the stink from the past. I'm getting paper towels here, cleaning up your messes, cleaning up the messiness that I still feel from the past lingering on to what you're trying to take to the future. You can't move into the future that you want without dealing with this mess. Clean up on aisle 5, please, is what I'm hearing. And as I say that, the incense ash falls. So I do feel a moment of let it burn down. Let it burn. Because you are rising from the ashes like the phoenix. Like the phoenix. I'm getting this image here. I always looked at this as a chicken, which it is, but I'm also getting phoenix symbolism here with the tail. That's where it's showing up, that tail there. Those feathers. Something of that song about tail feathers. Shake your tail feather. So have fun. Be yourself. You don't have to be serious Sally or serious Sam, or serious Cedric. You can be fun Fanny, and I don't know many F male names here, masculine names. Fun Frank. I just got Frankie's Fun Park for someone. I don't know what that's for. Okay. What else? Okay, I'm getting to change decks here, and I'm going to my deck. So that was a big message from someone's guardian angel and loved ones to... It's okay. You are fine. You are fine. You've got everything that you need. So please take time to rest and have faith and work on a solid foundation within yourself right now. Okay, I feel like my cards are going to affirm this energy that I'm feeling. Okay, so I saw 1414 on the timer, and it was like everything in me was screaming to say 1414, say it, just say it, and then I didn't want to. So I do feel a little bit of stubborn energy here. Almost like you're like, it's this stubborn energy of like not talking to someone for a long time because they haven't called you. They haven't reached out to you, so why do you got to be the one to do it, right? So there's some kind of stubborn energy here. Go with the flow is a huge message. And yeah, you're definitely leveling up. There's definitely, that's what I'm saying. There's this leveling up happening. But in order to get there, you've got to go with the flow. You've got to rest and tune in. Slow down. I'm getting like this. I keep feeling myself wanting to speed up in talking, and then I feel myself like being told to slow back down. 144 is coming out here. 224 is coming out here. Clear sentience. So, whoever you are, this is definitely going with the flow in order to feel, because where you're heading, you are going to have to listen to your intuitive feelings. You're gonna have to be tuned into your senses. And when you are so busy and you're thinking, what do I need to do? What's happening? What, you know, I just feel this like, what do I do? It is telling you to slow down, listen to yourself, follow the energy of the flow, and have faith that it's leading you to where you want to go, even if it doesn't make sense. Okay? Gratitude. Have gratitude. An attitude of gratitude will go a long way. I don't necessarily need to say much about that. It's just a little reminder, a little nudge to have an attitude of gratitude. That will get you to where you're going way faster than being a negative Nelly, negative Nancy. Is there something Nefertiti? Is that an Egyptian god? I just got that name all of a sudden. Okay, change perspective is coming out. And I'm going to keep it like it is because it is showing you like there's no right or wrong way to turn this card. That's a message I'm getting, because no matter what, something is showing properly and something else is upside down. And then this one's showing properly, but then something else is upside down. So there's this like balance that is needed to understand that some things will be on the back burner while other things take priority. But there is a need to change what is taking priority in your life. Okay. I'm also getting that. Where'd that message go? There was something else to do with this. Yeah, it's just something about the other side of something. You're not getting the full story. There's another side to it that you're not getting because you're only hearing one side. So if you change your perspective and get more than one side to the story, it really gives you clarity, and it actually leads to gratitude for a situation that you had not gratitude for in the past. Elevation, there it is again, but it is reversed. That is so with this reversal, I'm getting like tornado symbolism here. um Something with your emotions. So there's something about your emotions that's needing to be addressed here, that with opening yourself up, more emotions do come in. So if you can't handle, if you feel that your emotions are becoming overwhelming, you can close them off by saying, okay, that's enough for now. I need to reflect on the ones that are passing through me now. But any more coming in there, no. Like I'm getting like a club. Oh, there's the club again. I'm getting a club where there's a bouncer, and you're the bouncer of your club, you know? Like, are you going to allow that emotion or whatever feeling to come in, or is what's in there enough? Let the party happen inside, and then you can deal with other emotions another day. You don't have to do it all at once, okay? You can deal with one thing at a time. One step at a time, okay? And now, look, I'm seeing with changing perspectives, there's like two stairways here. So there's one stairway here. Am I getting anything else about the two stairways? It feels like a decision about which way to elevate. I don't know. It doesn't feel like either way is a wrong way, but for someone it feels like there's two ways you could be elevating. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting to change decks, but they wanted me to show this card, which is so cute. So someone here, I think, okay, I'm getting several messages from this one card. Let me sit it here. Oh, and right behind it was my other youth card. So I'm going to pull these out together so that you can see. The gold around here is really significant to me. Gold meaning abundant, very vast energy expands. This person's energy automatically elevates the room they walk in, and it could be a baby, it could be a child. You know, they still have that childlike innocence. Um, but there is something here about once you address your inner child. What does that mean, right? What does that mean to address our inner child? Let me get the animal cards to help us answer that. Because, you know, that gets thrown around a lot. How do you address your inner child? Oh, this is also a new phase of life. You're just a baby in this new phase of life. Yeah, so you're still growing. You're just like a seed that's been planted and has come up, but you're just a baby plant. You haven't done quite the growth yet that you are desiring. You're still in an infancy stage of this new beginning. Peacock, self-love, and the sheep for innocence, which we have child innocence here. So there's something about, I'm hearing stolen innocence, um going back to a time of innocence, opening up to that time of innocence, really reflecting back on, because you know, when you think back to old memories, you're now looking back at them with your adult eyes, or I'm being told to tell you to look at it through your adult eyes, you know? Really put yourself back in there and look at it through adult lenses, not your childhood lens. And that's where it's coming back to the change perspective here. Okay, self-love from the peacock. I feel like peacock energy is definitely around right now. I've gotten several nudges towards the peacock. So self-love is important here. You will find great power in focusing on the positive aspects of yourself, that which makes you indefinably unique and beautiful. There are deep wells of untapped inner power in letting go of negative self-talk. Yeah, that's really doubt. I'm getting somebody really talking a lot of doubt, or just always like, oh, well, of course that happens again. It's just, you just a really negative viewpoint. That's why that negative Nelly was coming through. So you're encouraged to reconnect with your inner child, you guys, in order to become more spontaneous and playful. Yes, be playful and consider what life has to offer with a greater sense of wonder. Take some time this week to get in touch with innocence and the vulnerability in you. Vulnerability. With vulnerability comes wisdom, I'm getting. Yeah, just make an extra effort to be positive this week. Really, truly make an extra effort to be positive toward yourself. Encourage yourself, pep talk yourself like you would your best friend. And then we've got dragonfly for adaptability. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. Yeah. You have a bright light. My God. I had to bask in it for a moment. It's reminding you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly, 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 not bull rushing in, not coming in like a wrecking ball, okay? Approach things lightly. That's the air I'm feeling right now is a light, crisp. It's just a light that needs to enter. And so I'm getting my, these are crystal healing cards and they have images on them as well as a crystal. I don't use them a lot, so we shall see. We've got the Find Your Way Home. And look at the, oh my gosh, turquoise. This is so beautiful, you guys. I'm so glad I got these out. Look how this bird is patiently waiting for her, I guess. Feels very feminine, could be the masculine. I'm not sure, to be honest. But bringing in the treasure, bringing in that turquoise, the sun, and there's that yin yang sign here. This is definitely feels like love to me. Feels like love. Find your way home. So it feels like two people are finding their way home to each other. Yeah, you see how it says S here? Someone's name might have an S in it or start with an S. Okay, 127 could be a significant number for someone here. I am looking for the guidebook that goes with this because it's calling to me. But I kind of self-sabotaged myself in putting putting books in a way so that I'd be forced to use my intuition. Okay, I just found like a little. So there's a message here that while you're looking for something else, you might find a little treasure that will help you for future endeavors. Okay, I can't find the book, so I'm being forced to use my intuition. Okay. Interesting. I'm getting the song You Can Go Your Own Way. Find your way home. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lovely day. I don't know why that song is coming out. Okay. That's for someone to interpret. Okay. Ooh, beautiful. The ruby with the spider. Oh, man. Interesting. Notice how, like, half the card is light and half is dark and the roses are wilted here and shiny here. You only more so. You only more so. Wow. You guys, this is beautiful. That spider and the heart. Weaving your web. Weaving a web. Someone catching, weaving a web to catch. Okay, Spirit, what? Give me something here. What am I not getting? You, only more so. Okay, it's coming. Okay, I get it now. So, who you're attracting or who you're manifesting in is someone who is like you, um, but like the other version of you. It's like a side of you that you don't get to see because I feel from you, you're very light. You have the light. And there's a version of you that you're attracting in that is the darker aspects of yourself. I'm seeing the lion behind me here. You guys can't see it. Um, so that's Leo energy, but I'm also getting that courage and that roar. I am lion, hear me roar. I am woman, hear me roar. So it could be that I feel someone here who might be critical towards, you know, the darker side of things. There's just this like balance that I feel needs to happen. And this acceptance of this darkness. I mean, it's so hard to explain, you guys. This feels very deep, but I'm getting that light and dark are the same thing. There's a animation that I watched on the Disney Channel yesterday, and it's called Night and Day or Light and Dark or something like that. And it's just a little 7-minute animation that shows the light and the dark's viewpoints. And at first it was like they were jealous of each other's viewpoints, or like they saw the negative side of things, and then eventually they realized that they could work together to provide both aspects of life, the dark and the light. And at one point they realized that they're the same they meet in the middle. My wind chimes just chimed. I don't know if y'all heard that, but it has a butterfly. So there's something here about merging the light and the dark together. And spiders are all about manifesting. I mean, and they sit there and they wait. They build their web. They pick a very good location to build their web, and then they wait. And then they don't even have to, like, they don't just wait. They literally go about their business doing other things. There goes the wind chime again. I hope you can hear it. But and then even when something gets stuck on their web, they don't immediately run over to it. That thing is, they're so solid in their web, the building of their web, that they're not in a hurry to go over and immediately say, "Oh, what's over here? What's going on?" No, they let that creature get stuck real good, and then they go over. I don't know if they let it die or not. Maybe different spiders do different things, but I have a riding spider on my front porch, and I love going outside to greet it every day. 3322, and I'm pretty sure it can feel my energy, that it is welcome there, it's safe there. Like, nobody here is gonna harm it, it's protected. And so it built its web, and it just waits. It just sits there and waits in the middle most of the time. Okay, anything else? Okay, I don't know why, but I'm getting, like, I went to go to this deck and I felt this huge hesitation. Like, am I ready for that deck? This deck holds some very interesting energy with it. It kind of touches on things that can be uncomfortable sometimes. But you're safe here, you're loved here, and you're welcome here. And it feels like, yeah, you may have some messiness in your life. So before we approach this topic, whatever this is, we are going to clean up this area, because, and that's kind of the message I'm getting from Spirit, is before you go diving into something real deep and heavy, do a little bit of a cleanse, a ritual cleanse that will get you to a very solid, grounded state so that you can see this difficult situation from a different lens, a different perspective, a balanced, centered perspective. Okay. Bob can stay. Yeah, so maybe have a token with you. Maybe hold on to a stone as you take on something difficult. Copper, I'm getting for someone. In fact, Copper wants to come on out. Hi. Oh, I just got Disney for someone. Um, yeah, like the Disney ears. I don't know what Disney, like the theme park, like going to the theme park particularly. Maybe that holds good memories. Maybe take your mind there in order to go to this difficult place. Let's go. Feels ready. Okay, it feels ready. It feels like a place of, oh my. Hold on. I'm getting lots of color symbolism here. Rainbow, very colorful. Purple. Oh, okay. It feels, I definitely feel an angelic presence, which lets me know that you definitely have a guardian angel, an angel that is protecting you. And they're really encouraging you to dive deep into this situation, whatever it is. Okay. A cardinal has now appeared on my back porch. Oh, wow. I shuffled. Is that the Phoenix, you guys? Look at that. 31. The Phoenix rising. Holy moly. There is a card turned up here, and I want to find it. Okay, there, no. I guess I'm not meant to find it right now. Let me try again. This one feels like it wants to come out. Okay. It feels like I need to pull the cards and then get the message. But I'm hearing to look at the images on the screen, so because it feels like you're going to get your own feeling or message from them. For someone here, I'm getting to look at the wings in particular, that you may see something like an image or a shape in the wings of the Phoenix. I'm getting also for someone that you're looking at life through a lens, almost like what are those frosted windows? So you can't see things super clear. Yeah, there's one aspect that you are not tuning into for some reason. Oh, it's yourself. It's yourself that you're at 38:22 on the clock there. Timer, I mean. Oh, interesting. I was looking at these images on my laptop because my laptop is right here. So I'm seeing the images of how it appears to you, but then when I looked down, it held a different energy completely, and then things seemed much clearer. The colors were brighter, the numbers stood out more. I could see more details in the drawings. So there's something here about looking deeper, looking down deeper, going further. 55. I got sister energy here. Whoa, this card here, y'all. Okay. Feels like someone's watching you through a lens. Yeah, this, not only you are seeing your life through a lens, but other people are watching you through their own lens. And you're also watching other people's lives through your own lens. What is this? Okay, I'm getting... There's definitely pain in some family dynamic. There's pain here. Trauma. Wow, holy moly. That image is nuts. It's so colorful. It kind of goes with all the colors I see surrounding me. Um yeah, I get that whole watching you symbolism. There's the number 4. Okay, so someone watching you is actually being influenced, ignited by what they're watching. It's helping them to build, to create a solid foundation within themselves. I was looking for something. I keep looking for the guidebooks, you guys, and I can't find them. And I think I took them away from myself because I relied on them too much. And Spirit encouraged me to get rid of them. And I find myself wanting to look at them again because these are decks that I haven't used in a while. So there's something here about trusting yourself and what you've built and what you've done to heal. And this feels like a big age gap in a family dynamic. I mean, there's 20 years separate here. Spirit, what else you got for me? I heard clean slate, wiping the slate clean. This phoenix wants to rise up so badly. But there's something in the family dynamic. 4222 4222. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is very complicated. There's a lot of things to clear away before getting to the root or the bottom here. Someone might have freckles or be an artist. Someone might be drawn to plants, specifically colorful plants. Makeup. Someone that likes to do bright makeup. Someone with white hair or hair that has white in it, graying hair. So there is a youth and an old dynamic here. But it feels like the ages of someone, a youthful person and an older person. And then it also feels like levels to life, like a higher level versus a lower level. It also feels... What? Okay, that got lost. Okay, you guys. No, Spirit wants me to keep tuning in. Love is the answer. Love, bringing down all your shields, being open and vulnerable is the answer to getting past all of the mess and going to the root. Healing has to be done first. Okay. All right. So, what we're going to do now is we are going to get Bob Ross back out and we're going to end on a Bob Ross card. I feel like all the messages that I could get from those are what I said. And here is Bob saying, "We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents." And of course, it's the king of clubs here. You are the king of the club. Yes, what we mentioned earlier at the beginning of the reading with the clubs, it just makes sense to me that the king comes out at the end because this feels like a journey that you've been on in order to do the healing and deep dive into. I'm getting an important message for someone here that if you don't do the healing and go through the uncomfortableness of the healing, you're going to end this life, like your life will end. Oh, really? Okay. It feels like the message is that the way that you will leave this earth will be more painful if you don't do the healing. If you don't do the healing and let your spirit be open, then leaving this existence is going to be more painful. If you do the healing that you needed to do or need to do or want to do in order to elevate, because that's what we come here to do anyways, you guys. 4646. We come here to elevate. And if you decide not to do that, then the more you heal, the easier I'm getting that the transition out of this life is. It's more peaceful. When you close off and you have a negative mindset and you don't open yourself up to being vulnerable to heal, then those energies carry with you into your transition out of this world. And so it's more painful, it's tougher, it's more challenging. So it is so encouraged from spirit, myself, and any other being of love and light that I feel. They want us to heal. They want us to heal. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I know this was a long one. And I know that it takes a certain level of focus and dedication to listen to messages that are a little bit longer, but I feel like that I feel like that separates the ones that want to do it from the ones that choose to get distracted, being focused can take a lot of effort sometimes, but it's worth it when you do the healing. Okay. All right. I love you guys. And thank you. I send so much love and light to you guys. Okay. If you enjoyed my energy or this message and you want to know more, you can subscribe to my channel. You can like this video, comment about how this video made you feel, or if you resonated with any of the messages. You can put "I am powerful" in the comments to let me know that this resonated with you. Okay. All right. Bye. Bye, guys. All right. I meant to say, all right, guys, bye, but I said, all right, bye. Later.